Everybody, welcome back to Link's Garage. Today we're going to be talking about my 2019 L5P Duramax. For those of you who've been watching for a while, this is actually one of the first things I had on the channel. Did a lot of modifications to this truck, so I'm going to be talking about my favorite 5 things that I've done to this L5P Duramax. So let's take a quick look at it. This video was really hard to make, so let's get into it. All right, so these modifications are not in any type of order whatsoever, but I think with number 1, I'm going to start with the 6.5-inch BDS lift. Now, this is not one part. Of course, this is a kit, but that is one of my absolute favorite things about this truck. This kit was top-notch. Everything is super high quality, really thick components. Bolts are huge, lined up awesome as you would expect from a company like BDS. Got the larger knuckles, stainless brake lines, Fox 2.0 shocks, you name it. But that lift from BDS is awesome, and it actually makes the truck look great in my opinion. It does have the extended knuckles, stainless brake lines, and it did come with the Fox 2.0 shocks. I know there's a 3.0 out now, but all this was done in 2020. In the rear of the truck on that lift. The only thing that I dislike about it is the fact that these bolts are actually on the top. If you want a traction bar kit or something like that, typically you have to have the bolts on the bottom to have a mounting plate to mount to. But yeah, it's the only thing that's a little funky about it to me. But overall, could not be more impressed with the ride and the quality of that lift. It is it's second to none. It is awesome. All right, so BDS number 1. Number 2, it's actually more than one part, but it's kind of a kit all bundled together. So let's take a look at it. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to pop the hood open for this one. I think item number 2 for me has to be all of the Whirly Custom Fab piping. Yes, this is not one part. It's not just the intake tube or just the air filter or just the hot side. This truck is a piping kit. It's done in Illusion Purple, and I'll zoom in on that for you guys. But it has the hot side piping, the coolant pipe, obviously a reservoir cover, intake, has a 3.5-inch Illusion Purple turbo horn, and it also has the cold side piping down there, which you can't see, but I absolutely love the way this looks. It really sets off the engine bay of this truck, and with that intake on there, it really makes this truck sound different, and with the hot and cold side, it really made it run a little bit better as well. Okay, that was number 2. So what's number 3? I think number 3 for me is the Banks pedal monster. Little module that you plug up underneath your dash. Actually, it's right, let me get you in there. Might be a little dark, but there it is, mounted underneath your dash. Super easy to install, and you wouldn't believe the difference it makes on this truck. So that pedal monster, I believe I was one of the first people to actually do an install video on one for an L5P, I think. It's a throttle sensitivity controller. It sounds kind of goofy. You think just floor it and it'll do the exact same thing. It doesn't. And everybody I've recommended to buy one, I've probably got thousands of comments on that video alone, and everybody's like, holy crap, it really wakes up the truck. So that's probably my 3rd favorite thing on the truck. All right, I think my 4th favorite thing, and this is not just one component, but it's multiple, it's the lighting on this truck. I have high beams, low beams, bogs, reverse lights, cargo lamps, everything from a company called Diesel LEDs, and they are so bright because this windshield's tinted, so it makes it easily probably one of my absolute most favorite things on the truck. Let's take a look. You can't tell it. I mean, this is broad daylight out, but this is your low beam in your fog. And with low beams and fogs on, you never, ever, ever, ever need to touch your high beam. I mean, these things are ridiculously bright. It is literally like the power of the sun in a light bulb. This is low beam with fog. This is kind of what I run. It's about midnight. But it is so ridiculously bright, you'll never need anything else. Absolutely love those. Here's the diesel LED reverse lights. It's literally like a headlight. It's so bright. This is the back of the truck. You literally have no problem seeing anything. And probably my fifth favorite thing is these amp research steps. These power fold steps make it really easy to get in and out of. You can actually put a little bit of pressure on them, and they stay down for whenever you're cleaning. But they also have lights in them. You have lights in them, and maybe I'll get a shot of them at night, but it really lights that up at night so you can actually see where you're stepping in. And whenever you open the door, close it back, they just fold right back up. And I know some people say, oh, it's only got a 6.5 inch lift on it. How come you need power steps? Well, it is a 6.5 inch lift, but it's on 37s. And if you were to try to step in there without that, I mean, you're talking, it's 36 inches really to the bottom of where you'd actually be stepping in. So pretty darn high. I wouldn't want to be doing that all day. It's the back wheel there for reference, but it really lights everything up. There's a couple lights in there. Okay, everybody, I think those are probably the 5 most favorite things that I've done to the truck. Yeah, there's so many. Like, there were so many that are really close. I might just go ahead and do another video. I know I did one a long time ago of everything done to it, but I think there's been so much shit done to it since. We'll probably go back and revisit that video. But yeah, it was really, really, really difficult. But I think those are probably my 5 favorite to the truck. So yeah, I'll make another video with everything. But if you guys have any questions about this one, please let me know. As always, I appreciate everybody for watching. Until next time, thank you. Take care. Well, it's locked. It's really late at night.